Now, you know what they say. Another day of the week. And not a day goes by without something happening somewhere, somehow, around the world somewhere. And a while ago, earlier in this year of 2020 something, came out Dan Vapid and the Cheats' fourth album, Escape Velocity, following on from the critical success of 3, 2 and 1 comes their fourth album, and a lovely album. Oh my gosh, a nightmare has happened. My albums have slipped over. I'm gonna have to put them back up again. Luckily I have a carpeted floor and not one of those sandpaper floors that they have up in the mills. So yes, Dan Vapid and the Cheats' fourth album, not called 4, is actually called Escape Velocity. And looking on the front artwork here, you can see that we have a kitchen, and it's being sucked into a flaming abyss. That's the sort of sound it's probably making. That sort of pleasant sound. Just jumping in here to give you a bit of extra information, but I forgot to tell you. Lots of the band's fans officially and lovingly call the band by their nickname, Dan V and the Chi. Okay? So if you're a fan of this band, go ahead and lovingly call them Dan V and the Chi. Cool. And going on to the back of the sleeve, a simple but effective artwork cover. We have Eccentric Pop Records and Last Chicken on a Strawberry Records. One of those two was fictional. It was the strawberry one. This is a 12-song album. Totally proficient. Totally what you'd expect. For an album, a musical album. Barcode, name of the band, name of the thing, information. Let's go on inside. Well, I must say I'm already halfway shocked. Opening up the inside of the record here, I've discovered that inside there was a record album musical format for me to listen to. But now I've digested that information, it wasn't much of a shock, because I think it's quite typical that inside a record cover there'd be a record. Not such a shock anymore. So here we have a glossy printed one-sided sleeve with the lyrics of the words, of the songs, of the music, and perfect for your karaoke parties. Here we have an absolutely traditional plain white inner sleeve with a yellow record, a lovely yellow record sitting inside. And I do like this. I like it very much when we have a label which has the track listings on it. Sometimes helpful for when you're looking at it as it's sitting on your rotary spinning turner. So side A, 6 tracks. Side B, 6 tracks. Very good. Let's give it a listen. Marvellous, absolutely marvellous. Now, it's no surprise to anyone, at least not me, because I'm the one who knows, my favourite Dan Vapid and the Cheat album is their very first album, which must be, I don't know, maybe 10 years old now, but that's my favourite album, and lots of the songs on this kind of take me back in my brain and mind, because I'm in fact one of those people that have a brain and mind. Take me back in my brain and mind to the time that I listened to their first album. It's got a similar kind of feeling to it. Very, very nice album. I think I'm actually in love with this album since I finally bothered to put it on my rotary spinning turner. A couple of weeks ago, I've listened to nothing else. This is all I've been blasting out each day. I'm like, oh, wife, listen to this song. Hey, kids, listen to this song. Hey, people walking past on the way to the shops. I'm going to open the window. Listen to this song. a little bit like that. That's similar to the situation of what happened. I give this a solid 14 out of many. This is one of the best records I've heard this strawberry year. I love this record a lot. I also quite like the yellow. I'm a bit of a fan of a clear yellow record, me, so I'm glad that it came out that way. This is a nice album. It's also if you haven't heard Dan Vapid and the Cheats much, don't worry about it. Don't be like, oh, have I got to listen to the earlier ones, like on a TV show when you have to watch the first 3 episodes before you watch the 4th one. Fortunately, this isn't a TV show. It's simply a record album. So you can listen to the 4th without having heard the first 3. But if you're a fan of the first album, be in for a nice surprise if you've not heard this. Because this is nice. This is dang nice. 5 Alive. This is some of my USA accent coming through. As you can tell, I'm actually secretly a US ambassador for England, not just an Englishman. So 5 Alive, as you say in the US frequently, 5 Alive, I've lost my keys, 5 Alive. That's the sort of thing you probably say frequently in the US. Back to the album. Enjoy it, buy it, and have a nice time. So I'll see you next time. Don't know when that'll be, but in case it is, it will be. So have a nice life, have a nice time, have a nice cat, have a nice jump over some forks that are on the floor, and have a nice belt buckle if you're the sort of person who really likes a decorative belt buckle. All the best, guys, and I'll see you when the wimps run away going, ah! Ah! Oh no, I'm scared of a little fly! Ah! Sort of thing that might happen. Bye.
Ever so much for watching my very good video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Very Good channel and come back next week for another very good video. A video to watch. Now, it's a good video.